In our audience today we have Becky Gerhart, Zoe Tarantino, Tara Tarantino, Mary Gerhart, and Jean Nace. And I'm Melanie Landis. The purpose of my speech today is to inform people about volunteering at Joni and Friends and to get involved with the organization. How many of you interact or have interacted with someone with a disability? Today I'm going to talk about something that may impact you physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I'm going to talk about a camp for the mentally and physically disabled people called Joni and Friends. Today I will be telling you about Joni and Friends family retreats, the needs people have who are affected by disabilities, how volunteering at this camp has affected me, and what you can do to be a part of this awesome organization. I'd like to start by telling you a little bit about Joni and Friends family retreats. For the past 3 summers, I have volunteered at Joni and Friends family retreats as a short-term missionary. These 5-day-long camps are for people with disabilities and their families. It's a place where they can get away from the negative views of their disability and just enjoy life. For these 5 days, they become normal and accepted in the eyes of the world. The people who work and volunteer for Joni and Friends bring so much hope to the people affected by disabilities. While I'm at this camp, I spend most of my day working with people of all ages with disabilities. For some of us, our years revolve around Christmas or our birthdays. For families that come to Joni and Friends, this year revolves around Family Retreat Week. That one week where they can get away from everything and just be themselves. That's what they look forward to. Without the volunteers, this camp would be non-existent. When talking about disabilities, people tend to close up, feel awkward and out of place, or completely avoid the topic. Some of you may not know what to do, how to act, or what to say when you associate with a disabled person. However, my goal is to make you aware of the truth and the love that comes along with disabilities. I asked my classmates a few questions about their views on disabilities. One of the questions I asked was how they think society views people with disabilities. Many people responded with negative answers. Society dwells on the disabilities, not the capabilities and strengths of those with disabilities. JoniandFriends.org gives the statistic that 1 in every 5 Americans has a disability. Families face unique challenges in today's world. When a family is affected by a disability, the stress and pressure of daily living are much greater. There's more care needed for the disability and less time to fill the need. Leisure time is scarce, if at all, and family time together is very hard to come by. Families affected by disabilities need time together. Each family member has their own needs that need to be attended to. Someone to talk to and someone to be heard. Joni and Friends allows these needs to be filled. A book called Counseling Families of Children with Disabilities says, the cost of caring for a child with a disability is not a problem for someone with several or perhaps even $1 million, but it can be crucial to a low-income mother who is struggling to provide $1,000 to pay for a wheelchair for her child with cerebral palsy. Joni and Friends has many different ways of helping people affected by disabilities. Families all around the world come to Joni and Friends family retreats for relaxation, strength, and encouragement. Many people ask me why I spend 3 weeks of my summer working with people with disabilities. For me personally, it is probably the best 3 weeks of my year. Not only did I bless the families I've worked with, but in return they've blessed me beyond what I can imagine. A book called Same Lake, Different Boat has a great quote that clearly states how I feel. It says, many people with disabilities can testify that a disability in one aspect of their being has produced tremendous blessings in another aspect. Providing a camp that enables physically and mentally disabled kids and adults to participate in the activities that you and I do in a normal day just amazes me. I'm sure many of you have gone down water slides before. One of the highlights of this camp is the water slide that we set up for the campers. Anybody, no matter what their disability is, can go down the water slide. The excitement and the look on their faces just melts your heart. I've never been so blessed it brings tears to my eyes to see their excitement, and I would love for all of you to experience it. The people who are in charge of the camp are always looking for people to come to camp next year to volunteer and to help out. There are camps all over the country, and they are trying to get some internationally. They look for volunteers to help in their offices throughout the year, which I have also done in the past. I helped them do whatever office work was needed to be done that week, and it was a great experience. The other day, I was waiting to get my hair cut, and all the chairs in the waiting room were taken, so I just stood in the corner waiting for my name to be called. There was a mother and her two sons, around the ages of 10 and 6 years old, sitting in the chairs next to me. I was in the middle of a text message when somebody grabbed my left hand. I looked down, and the one little boy was staring at me. His mother told me his name was Harry and that he had autism. If I hadn't had the experience of working with disabled people, I'm sure my hand would have been pulled away from that little boy very fast. But Harry and I just stood there holding hands for about 5 minutes until my name was called. Showing love and experience is what we all desire, with or without a disability. It felt like a little piece of camp. That experience with Harry reminded me of the feelings I experienced at Johnny and Friends Camp. I put some pictures on my PowerPoint, and if you look, you'll never see a sad or disappointed face in anybody. The warmth I feel in my heart when I'm at this camp cannot be felt anywhere else. At camp, we're all the same, whether we're unable to walk, unable to speak, or able to do both of those things. We're all there for each other. The book Same Like Different Boat says, community is not uniformity. There is a danger today in our world to want everybody to be the same, but then we lose our uniqueness. The incredible thing about us human beings is how unique each of us is. The police know that because of fingerprints. Each one of us in every part of our body is unique. There are not two people with the same fingerprints. Somebody calculated in the realm of possibilities how many real and potential fingerprints there could be since the creation of man and woman. I can tell you that the zeros went a long way, but that means I have to be seen as unique, as precious, as important, and as valued. That is what community is about. Each person is seen as unique and has a gift to offer. Even the littlest and weakest person has a gift for the community, and that gift must be honored. Each one of us is very different from the other, but all together we are like a symphony, an orchestra. All together we make up a beautiful bouquet of flowers. That means, however, that we must learn to love difference, to see it as a treasure and not a threat. Community means the respect and love of difference. Then we discover that this body, which is community, is that place of communion. We are all tolerated as unique individuals. However, we are not genuinely valued or embraced. Tolerating something is far off from valuing or embracing it. The Johnny and Friends website says, Johnny and Friends exists because of the hundreds of dedicated volunteers and staff. Without your support and participation, Johnny and Friends could not continue the excellent and vital work that they do every day with so much love and dedication. It takes a lot of faith and strength to be a part of this ministry that I know each one of you has. When I leave the camp, I am physically tired and very worn out, but emotionally I'm on fire. I wonder if any of you have the strength and courage to make a difference in the life of a disabled person and to volunteer at this camp. All you need to do is to go to johnnyandfriends.org and sign up. There is so much to be done. I can promise you, your outlook on life will be changed in an amazing way.